Hello, everybody, and welcome to Wednesday Wellness Week. I'm having a stressful week. Let's just say that. So Becky and I were talking, and so today we're going to give you, or she's going to give you some tips on some techniques that will work. So for those that don't know who we are yet, I'm Dianne Parnell, a holistic wellness coach and coach here in Salmon Arm. And this is my partner, Becky. And do you want to say a little bit about what you do?
Yeah, for sure. I run Haven Ridge School of Hypnotherapy, and I have a hypnosis practice here in Salmon Arm. I don't know what's happening. Your pause kind of moved into my screen somehow.
Oh, wow.
Dianne and I had a lot of fun this weekend, though. We went to a craft fair here locally, and I was able to purchase some local things, beautiful crafts for Christmas. So excited because half of my Christmas is done. I don't like go overboard with it, but I do love, getting some of the local items for gifts. So
yeah, it was fun. So if you get a chance, go check it out at Mayfair Farms. That's where we went. So we got some good stuff.
We sure did. I almost let out something that I got, so I better not do that in case they're watching. Oops.
Yeah. Okay, let's not do that.
Yeah. So Dianne, you had a really stressful week, you were saying. So you had
it was stressful. I was working on my book and I kind of got stalemated there. And so usually what I do is I walk away from my computer, and sometimes I'll go for a walk or, things like that, or just sit quietly, have a cup of tea, drink a glass of water, whatever that looks like. So, but you and I were talking about some techniques that can help with that too. So I will hand it over to you.
Yeah, so I'm really lucky to have some amazing people in my life like Dianne who teach little techniques at times to me. And one of my mentors, Kelly Woods, taught me this light switch technique a while back. And boy, oh boy, I use that a lot. So I'll use it quite often when I wake up in the morning. If I start my day going, oh, I have to do this. So all of these things kind of swarm into my mind that I need to get going, get started. I'll take a couple of seconds and use this lovely technique. And a light switch technique is basically using a physical anchor to release and let things go. So, we go over to the light switch, and nowadays we have the button sometimes, right?
Yeah.
Right. Push it off. But in the older days, every single one was a light switch.
Oh.
So using this function of turning it off is very easy for us to relate to and understand.
Oh,
so
I like that.
Yeah, it's a fun way to release things. So imagine everything that you've done today. So I'll go right into a practice. Imagine everything that you've done today. We'll use that as an example. You woke up, perhaps you instantly thought about what your chores were, what possibly you're working on today. You may have children in your life, so you might have had to deal with them instantly. You might have had your cell phone going and, had 3 or 4 messages on there from friends, family. All of those things, all those different things create energy. It creates conditioning in our body. And quite often it's repetitive conditioning, and it kind of grows every day because we go through those same functions. So what we can do here is just allow that all to come forward for a second and take a deep breath, noticing what you notice. And I invite you to close your eyes if you choose and just relax in this space of awareness. And now, with your next breath, just imagine taking a breath all the way from the bottom of your foot, pulling that breath all the way up to the top of your head. Hold and then release all the way back down the left side. And we call this triangle breathing. And give yourself a moment to do that 2 more times, all the way up the right side of the leg to the top of your head, and release all the way back down the left. And once more. And now what I'd like you to do is turn your light switch on, your pointer finger straight up in the air, whichever hand works best for you. And as you take the next breath, think about one of those things that you had in your list of your busy day so far. Maybe it's answering emails or texts. And just notice what you notice in that, and then just shut it off, allowing it to go, releasing it. Taking a deep breath in and out. And now turn your light switch on again. And imagine perhaps all of the people you've had to deal with today. All the energy, listening, hearing, responding, and then just turn that off. And release. Letting it go. And go ahead and turn your light switch on again. And just notice anything else that comes forward. Perhaps it was something that happened yesterday you still have to deal with. Or maybe something later today. It just doesn't need to be thought about and concentrated on. Just go ahead and take a deep breath. Releasing and letting that go. Perfect. And now feeling that energy just relax in your body. Noticing it move all the way through you, all the way to the tips of your toes. And now what I'd like you to do is, with the next breath, concentrate on what you want to do right now in this present moment. Beautiful. And now just give it a little bit of your energy with the next breath. And turn your light switch back on. Allowing that to go into focus, even imagining that there's a light in that, if that's what you need. An energy, a thought. Perfect. When you're ready, just relax once more, opening your eyes. And just allow yourself to move your hands together, bringing you back to this space, grounding in that thought, bringing yourself into that centered space in this present moment. Perfect. So how did that feel for you, Dianne?
That's effective. Yeah. I thought of a few things that had gone on for the last few days prior to, and yeah, it's cool because it wasn't that it was a huge stressor, but it was just kind of like, oh, okay. Yeah. And it just floated away. I love that. Thank you.
Wonderful. And when you turned your light switch back on, were you able to focus on that one thing?
I was, and it was, things started going through my head like, oh, okay, now we can go and do, certain steps to get to where I need to go. That was awesome. Thank you.
Excellent. That's good. Yeah. So thank you for joining me with this little example of the light switch today. And hopefully it comes to you at the right time so that you can use it in your daily routines. Like I was saying, often I'll use that before a session with a client when I first wake up. Sometimes after supper, when your mind's just kind of going like, I should do something, I shouldn't do something, and you sit in that space. I don't know if you do that, but I do occasionally.
Oh, sometimes you sit there and think, oh, I should be going and doing this, or I should blah, blah, blah. Yeah. Oh, I totally get that one.
Yeah, for sure. So
yeah. Oh, that's great. I'm going to use that technique a lot.
Oh, excellent.
Thank you for teaching us that, Becky. That was awesome. So again, if you have any questions or if you want us to explore something, just let us know in the comments, drop it down in there, and we'll do our best to deal with that for you or answer it.
Yeah, and I'd love to hear how the light switch works for you. So if you use this technique, it'd be great to hear how it's helped you out.
Yeah, that's a good one too. Let us know how we are doing too. And if those techniques that Becky taught, are working for you.
Perfect.
Have a wonderful day, everybody.
Have a great day.
See you next Wednesday. Bye.